the Jalili from a long line of Jalilis, and welcome back, people. Here for the post-match reaction to Arsenal 4, PSV Eindhoven 0. Arsenal's first Champions League group game in what, almost 7 years? 7 years? And it's mad because as it started, man was singing it, had both hands in the air, and that missus looking at me like an idiot. Little man's looking at me like, what's going on? You normally don't watch football during the week on the TV. You have a stream on your phone and that. Like, he was trying to, what's going on? And I realised, oh snap, this boy's never seen Arsenal in flipping Champions League. Boy, they tried to wind me up. And it worked for a little while, but they managed to go just before the first goal. And that first half, ooh, we lose or draw, it's the way we play. And that first half was done still. And forget the opponent for a second. It's all about the performance still. In that first half especially as well. Like, we could talk about PSV and oh yeah, how, but the quality was there. And for a long time, people say, oh yeah, this is an easy group and whatever. Alright, fair enough, it's only the first game, whatever. But we had to go out there and perform still. And we made it like that. It's fair enough on paper, yeah, it's easy, but PTSD might be kicking in for me, but it's been groups and been games where, yeah, it should be a walk in the park, but it wasn't. That's why I go back to the performance and that first half. Whoa. I think it was a bit naive from PSV, and they were playing that, you know, one way and that's it. Not to get too carried away, but just in isolation of this game here, like, blood, that first half was ridiculous. And it didn't take long, 8 minutes, Saka gets a goal. It was decent still. That Trossard goal was sick. I think that took a deflection still. That was the second goal, the 20th minute. And then Jesus' goal on the 38th minute. That touch killed the ball. He span back and he banged it. Far post. It was banging still. That first half was disgusting. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. The second half, kinda, I was like, oh, I wanted us to be ruthless and like really like score 8 goals and take the piss. But it wasn't more. It was more for the players to get that kind of ruthless edge, like. And it took like, and I remember thinking about it on the 66th minute. I was like, this team, man, this is what's missing from this team. But then 70th, Odegaard scores a goal. It was beautiful. That was our front. So 4 out of the 5. Obviously, Havertz didn't get a goal. Would have been happy if he got a goal. But yeah, Odegaard got a goal. It was nice still. For the first game, it was beautiful. We kind of set the tone still. On the evidence of this game, if they continue playing like that, or if European teams continue play like that against us, we should brush them still. We should brush them. But boy, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, man. To be back in the Champions League and to do it like that in that fashion, it was great still. Now, that's over still. I want to get into something still, but I didn't want to like make it too big, like, but everybody's talking about it, so I might as well still. I just mentioned it last week, well, sorry, the last game, and I was like, oh yeah, Raya's in goal, Havertz should have started for the long pass and that, whatever, but two things, they're blowing it up, one, because he's English, England's goalkeeper. That's why all these pundits and everybody's chatting rubbish, I reckon. And number two, like, look at United. They just got rid of De Gea and they got my man in there and he's fucking about. But they can't do nothing because they let De Gea go. Now, I'm not saying that's the same thing that's going to happen at Arsenal, but I think Ramsdale's still young. This should motivate him. Say in a year or two he's not feeling it. All right, fair enough, go. But to jump ship now, that would be saying a lot about his character. And I think the media don't help everyone getting on his back. Just leave him to it. I think he'll come in. Arteta's not horrible like that so far. Especially with someone like Ramsdale, I don't think he will be, because Ramsdale's helped us a lot. But if you look at that Everton game, when the field tilt went into Everton's favour for the last however long, if that was Ramsdale, there would have been a chance that they might have got something. But where it was Raya, the players, even him, was composed. And we got through that last little, from the 80th minute onwards. I think that's when the field tilt went into Everton's favour. You get me? And bear in mind, we only won that 1-0. That could have been a 1-1. Or that couldn't even have been a 2-1 to them. In this game, obviously, the PSV game, I don't think it would have made a big difference, because we didn't really score from his long pass, assist, whatever. But I think it's fair. I think he might do this international break thing, change them up or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. But I just think everyone's blowing out of proportion between Ray and Ramsdale. I'm happy to have two good goalkeepers. I think Ramsdale can improve on two aspects of his game. One is obvious. Everyone says Ray is better than him at distribution. But he could work on that. Ramsdale can work on that. The second thing, and I think is key, was commanding his box. The amount of crosses my man catched and just made it easy for the defence. That composure, that trust is just making everything easy, fam. You get me? Like, I think everyone just needs to allow it. Like, especially these pundits, just like stop talking about it, let them deal with it. And I'll give you a prime example. I don't hear no one talking about the 100 mil on Rice, because it works, it makes sense. No one's talking about it. So let's just let it go, man. Let's just let it go. You get me? So yes, people, that was it there. Obviously, you know, help brother out. Like, subscribe, share, you know. Man, stuck on that 50, keeps it like some 49. Help me get it out to 100, you get me? Or at least 50. All I need is one more. But yes, people, we've got the big one on Sunday. Well, I say big one, but it's the North London derby. So I guess till then, people, I'm out. Peace.